Hello, hello.
Hi, guys.
Hey. Hello, Carol. Already said hello to Carol.
Yeah, hi, Carol.
Early bird prize for Carol again. Happy New Year, everybody. Hello, Catherine.
Happy New Year.
Hello, Deb. Hello, Jen. Hello, Maria. Hope you're all having a lovely New Year so far. So far, so good.
Yeah, no disasters here yet, at least.
Happy New Year. I'm surrounded by stuff here. Got
Oh, that makes a change.
Yeah. Hey, Andrea.
It's usually so barren in that room.
I know it's not. It's far too tidy. I'm gonna have to mess it up a bit this year. Hey, Linda. And Lucy. Wrapped up like a slug on the sofa. A snug slug. Jackie, hello. Well, I'm gonna waste no more time. Confetti on for a few seconds. Andrea asked me to show the what do you call them? The hanging decorations that I was making from the Stitch Kit Christmas box. So I've got all the ones that I've made and the ones that I haven't finished yet. I've got here to show you in a minute. And by the way, if you Deb, you got the lurgy as well. Everybody's got that hideous lurgy, and I've been feeling shite this week, and I thought headache and like going dizzy, and I thought, oh god, I bet it's BP again, and I've been putting off checking it, and then I thought maybe it's not. Maybe I haven't actually shaken off that virus as quickly as I thought. Yeah, it's a good start to the new year, isn't it? We would talk about good start to the new year. Look at these. Hang on a sec. I'm the only one who can use these at the moment. Tom and I have been making some custom emojis because we've started channel memberships to have been activated. So one of the perks we've put together is these custom emojis. Look, this was the first one. Unsurprisingly.
That's why there'll be a few second delay, so that might come in before you explain what it is.
Hey, Selena. That's like, I don't recognise the name Selena. Are you just joining us for the first time? In which case, I'm sorry, the muff emoji was the first thing you saw.
Yeah, it was easily our first idea, the muff one, because
has the high one come up yet? Tom, did the high one come up yet? I can't see it. Yeah. And
the
then,
emoji thing covers up the chat for you, which
is a bit confusing. Yeah, and then there's this one, which is just like our sort of custom, our custom heart. We made it wonky like the whatnots. It's got stitch in it. But the trouble is, you have to make the emojis so tiny. What was it, 48 pixels, Tom, or something? Was it 48?
Well, it shows up at 24 on most devices. But
yeah, so you can hardly see it, but there is stitching around there. And then there's one more. Hey, Mandy!
Hey, Mandy.
Mandy's back at home now, so she can watch us. And then the last one, so we've got the muff, the high, the heart, and then this one, reluctant I couldn't say no to this because I have a feeling it would be a popular emoji. Did it come up? Get rid of that now.
Yeah. Got a feeling people are going to like that one.
The head pat emoji. Yes, it's all right. It is starting soon, Zelina. I haven't switched this on yet, but I need to do that now. I just got carried away showing off my emojis. And at the moment, we're only allowed 4 emojis until if we get 2 members, we can have an extra emoji. Right, hang on. I'm just going to...
a few more ideas.
Here we go. Hey! Hello!
Hey! And you can't see me because I'm in another house.
Oh, I've just dropped my knitting on you. Yes, you can't see Tom. He's actually in his own house. He just joins us remotely on Wednesdays. We've got the monthly live coming up on Saturday. Tom, have you remembered?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tom comes over here for that.
Yeah, so then that's where the head patting emoji comes in.
Kim's here. Hello, Kim. Is there anyone else? Hello, Alison. Thank you for the tip about the ink. I've just already been and ordered some. Wendy,
Alison
hi.
can't see any emojis. The emojis should be in the chat that you're typing in, Alison.
It won't let you use them because they're members only
look at
perks
that.
we've been doing.
We've got 2 new members
No.
already.
Have we?
Jackie and Granny Sue.
Oh, bless you.
They've just joined.
Oh, we can make a new emoji because we've got 2 members.
Yeah, welcome new members.
Thank you, guys. Oh, how exciting. I've gone all... Oh, wow. Start using emojis.
Oh, you need to
Oh, how
catch up on
exciting.
the chat.
Oh, do
Because you
I?
didn't
Hang on.
see that happen.
Hang on.
So yeah, they come
Hey.
up quite noticeable when you scroll to the bottom.
Oh, look. So it comes up and says, Fabulous Jax, welcome to Budding Fartist. So we're aiming at 3 tiers. So we've got Budding Fartist, Fart Critic, and Master Fartist.
Yeah.
How do we join you? There should be a join button, I think, underneath. Is there, Tom? Can you see? And if you click on that,
Yeah, there should be a join button underneath the stream. You
Yeah.
can click on that. It also comes up if you bring up the emoji selector thing and click on one of the ones you can't use.
oh
It'll
right, it can't go.
offer to let you join
You
that
can
way.
use
Yeah.
it if you join.
It's almost like YouTube really wants you to join memberships.
But please don't anybody feel obliged. This has been a long time coming. People have been suggesting this to me
Yes,
for a
people have been
while,
quite keen for you to do it,
and I've been
haven't
a
they?
little bit reluctant to do it. But then, YouTube have been really encouraging it lately and put out all these videos telling you how to do it. And yeah. Anyway, in the end, I thought, well, nothing to lose. Oh, we got 2 members.
Yeah.
So, my first members only poll is going to be what new emoji? What new emoji
Yeah.
shall we do next? Hey, Carrie, have I missed anybody? So, have I said hello to Snobby? Hi, Snobby. Just make sure I haven't missed anyone. Yeah, listen, hey, Julie. I didn't see Julie there just now. There was a comment from Alison I was looking at this morning, and she suggested a different ink, VersaCraft ink. So I've got a Versamark pigment ink I've been using on doing my fabric printing I was doing the other day. Have got it handy. So I was printing these cats, trying to showing it to the camera and you can't see. Printing these cats to add. I added colour with ink tints. I cannot get this blinking camera to it. There we go. And then adding stitching into it. That's a bit rough and ready. It's just experimenting. And Alison suggested VersaCraft ink, which I hadn't even heard of. It's you can iron it on. It fixes to the fabric when you iron it. So I went straight into Amazon and ordered some, and I got a small one for like $2.50. So I thought it was pretty good. Or $2.30. Yeah. And it says true black, so I'm hoping it'd be really good black.
You need to keep your chat
Thanks,
scrolled.
Catherine. I do,
'cause,
don't I? Yes. Good job, Tom.
look what
Tom
you've
can
just
see my
missed.
screen. Catherine, thank you. Oh my lord, we've got 3 members. So you
I was
guys,
not expecting this much support this quickly.
yeah, definitely not. And can you see, like, next to Fabulous Jack's name there, whenever she makes a comment or live chat or whatever, a little badge comes up next to her name. So we've designed those badges ourselves as well, haven't we? And as if you belong for more than a month, you get it's, can't explain myself, Tom. It's going to fill in a colour wheel bit by bit. So, like, next month you get the red section coloured in, then orange, all the way around the rainbow. You fill in all the colours, and then if you reach 12 months, the star will go golden.
I think it's not 12 months, it's 5 years.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because it doesn't let us choose the
Doesn't let us choose.
time scale. It's
I would add another colour every month and a different badge for each year or something. I don't know, but to some extent you're stuck with the price points that YouTube sets, and you're stuck with the time points that YouTube sets. So
we never feel like we deserve the support that we get from you guys.
no, no, because it's like, and the thing about it is as well, it's kind of what do I mean? Not emotional support sounds a bit heavy. I don't mean that, but I mean like being involved, helping to make decisions, things like that. Getting feedback, that kind of thing. Yeah. Oh. Never expect
Happy
anything.
New
Never
Year,
expect
Dawn.
anything, and then anything is a surprise, Catherine.
Oh, you're under a blanket because it's cold in Belize.
Is
it
it?
actually cold, Dawn, or is it like 25 degrees?
Oh, Snoopy, look, Snoopy's a fudging fart.
Hey, Snoopy.
Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, I have to make sure I make it worth your while now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've already started doing. I did just in case I did. I'm getting myself into the habit of doing members only posts and things, and I need to.
If there's anyone worried that suddenly there's going to be nothing left on the channel and you'll have to pay to see things, that's not going to happen.
Not the case at all. Carrie,
There's going to
thank
be
you so
some
much.
additional stuff that didn't exist before. But
Carrie's joined us. But wow. I might have an emotional moment in a minute. I'm going.
she's going to go.
Change the subject. Talk about something
More
else
and
for a
more of
minute.
the names in chat are turning green.
Oh. Yeah, so your name comes up green and you get the little badge next to you. Oh. No, lovely.
A whole load of budding artists.
None of there aren't going to be any. Everything that's available now will still be available. Still be making the same comment. Discord isn't suddenly going to be not free or anything. It's all. Nothing else will change. There'll just be extras for the members. And as time goes on, there'll be more extras. Just didn't want to overpromise at the beginning, so yeah. But more will be added because I would hate to not, let people
Green
down.
is blinding.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, I've only got top chat going up there as well. I need to put that to live chat, don't I?
Linda.
Oh, Linda!
Thank you very much as well.
Thank you. Oh my word! Can't believe that. Okay, I'm going to actually do something now. This is my. I don't know if anybody would have seen it yet, but this was my sock box. So Stitch Kit have sent me a sock box kit to try out, and I'm not a knitter, but look. And the wool in these, you get 3 balls of this in the box, and it's this Fair Isle Effect self-patterning yarn. And there's a king cole pattern to go with it.
As well.
Wow, Tori, thank you so much.
We need to set up a little thing that pops up on screen and makes a noise when people join.
Yeah, that'd be down to you, Tom.
No, I'm sure you can do it.
I can't.
Go.
I can't even begin to, unless YouTube tells me how to do it. The other thing we've got to do is work out how to do that scrolly list of names at the end of the videos as well, so to say thank you to everybody. And I've got to make sure I say thank you to everybody at the beginning of all my videos.
Yeah.
Say hello to new members. I've got to get into new routine. I actually spent 2 hours yesterday filling in my Google Calendar with jobs to get my head organised, so I'm a bit less stressed out and frantic, and I can just
First thing
enjoy
the
it
calendar
all.
was fill in the calendar.
Yeah, I didn't allow for that, so something else fell off the bottom, but it's okay. Yeah, this is that the choice of. So basically, you should put in 3 sizes of needles. So whichever size I went for, I'd be fine, and enough wool to knit the biggest size in the longest sock. I'm going to do these in the woman's size, and I'm using 3.25. Is it needles? 3.75 needles. I'm all hot. It's all the excitement. I can't believe that. You should have seen us when we were about to push the. Forgotten what the button is. Go, launch, whatever it is. It's like, oh God, should we push it? Should we push it? Should we do it? Oh my God. Well, nothing to lose. Now, before I forget, Andrea asked about the things I'd made from the Stitch Kit Christmas box. So these are all the ones I've finished. My little gnome with his peephole. I'm very pleased with them. I think the caravan's probably my favourite. Just did it like that on the back.
Kinder Surprise.
Does it?
Yeah, the branding with the red and the white. It's,
yeah, so yeah. So these are all of the.
It's not a toy inside, just stuffing.
Yeah, that's your surprise. There's no toy. That is all the was going to say that's my favourite. I love this as well. And actually, in the end, the snowman, because he came out purposely wonky, I think he's quite adorable as well. And I've got the 3 cross stitches I left to the end because I knew I'd take ages on them. And I've only started the robin one. But this is like, like I was saying, the photos never do them justice, really. They look quite thin. It's gappy looking on the...
Yeah, I don't
like
know
as if
who
they've
they got
only
to do
used,
these for the photos, but...
Yeah. It's as if they've only used one strand of thread when they should have used... Because it tells you to use 3, which is unusual. Normally 2. But you can see it's not all gappy like that.
Perhaps it's really good marketing. They did it worse than it'll look on purpose so that you'll feel good about what you did.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather that way round than have...
Yeah.
Than not be able to produce what they've got. And
the only one that you're probably going to say the same thing I was about to say.
No, not necessarily.
I'll say the only one where it looked better in the photo was the one where they sent you worse fur fabric for the beard. Yeah.
So I this fur fabric definitely wasn't as good as what was shown on the box. But in the end, it fluffed up all right. It's fine. And I like that somehow it looks like he's got a separate moustache to the beard. That's just like accidental. But yeah, so there's the robin one and the stockings and the jumper. And I think what I'll do is I'll finish these. They're all square like that, and I'll get a set of 3 little wooden frames before next Christmas, so I can put them up as little pictures during Christmas. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Initially, I thought I'd make them into like Christmas cards, but I thought no, actually, I think I'd quite like to have them as little pictures. So, and in my mind, because they called it the 12 Days of Christmas box, I've got until the 5th of January, because that's the 12th day of Christmas, traditionally, isn't it? So I've got until then. I'm hoping I might still finish them, because I did all of that robin in one evening, what I've done so far, so I might just... And then there's also the macrame bell, which, to be honest, I'm not that keen on that to look at, but I'm hoping that, like all the other things,
these pictures are like,
it'll look better in real life than it does. And it has got a little proper tinkly bell, which is quite fun.
At least they bothered to do a festive background behind that one.
Yeah, it's a better picture. So yeah, that's all of mine. So I'm really happy with that little collection. I can bang it away in my Christmas decorations box. And look at all those green names in the chat. Oh, thank you, Dawn. So, Dawn, how cold is it there? Talking about snowman, how cold is it there when you say it's cold in Belize? Is it really that? Is it cold by our standards? It's a bit like when Dawn laughs at us for saying we're hot when it's only like 30 degrees or something.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually try and do a bit now, because that's supposed to be the idea of these Wednesdays, isn't it? I actually do something. I've got to go on with this until it measures 22 centimetres, and then I'm going to stop, because then we come to dividing the heel, and I have never made socks before, so I need to concentrate on that. So I've got a little bit to do.
That's not cold, Dawn.
What is that in normal money?
70 is 21 degrees.
That is not cold. That is not cold.
I changed my mind. You don't need to wrap up warm, Dawn.
I don't know. On my old iPad, you don't even get the join button, Jen. So I'll look into it. There's no rush anyway. There's no rush, honestly. If you'd like to join, I will look into it. I'll find out for you. But please, I don't want anybody feeling obligated. I'm rubbish at knitting, by the way.
Tori mentions Dobby. I was just watching one of the Harry Potter films this morning, and there was a beach scene. Very sad.
Second sock syndrome. Harry Potter beach scene, very sad. That's all that went into my head because I was busy reading a comment.
Yeah, because Tori mentioned Dobby.
What is... right. What's second sock syndrome? Is that you've done the first sock and not done the matching pair? This is a really awkward angle to knit at, but if I don't... what if I can...
I'm afraid we can't accept your apology, Rachel. That's That's not okay. Carol, thank you very much for joining.
Oh, how many?
She's going to be a crying mess by the end of this, guys.
I am. Honestly, it's quite overwhelming. That is. How many people is that?
Well, if you see where it says live chat up there, if you choose fan funding in that, it shows you a list of just people who have joined.
Oh, look at that!
It's a massive list.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. Wow. Now I've got to work out how to get out of that again. Live chat. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I can't. What a lovely start to the new year,
Isn't it?
I don't know what this is too. I can't just sit here knitting like this and you watching my face while I knit. Perhaps do you think I should do one of the other things that I had planned?
Would switching cameras help?
Well, yeah, but if I do this or this, I've got to knit at arm's length with this in the way.
Yeah.
I am.
What if you swing the desk camera out of it?
I'll never get it back again.
Yeah, you will.
Also, you'll be able to see my lap.
Oh, she's naked, guys.
No, I have actually got actual trousers on.
And she's actually dressed for once. That's,
not my
that's
pyjamas. Whoops.
At 37 Fahrenheit, that's actually cold.
Did I actually? Yes, Rose, we are live.
Yeah, we are.
If you've just anybody that's joining late, what I didn't realise initially when I used to join lives a little bit late is that sometimes YouTube will just join you in. I don't know how to describe this. So you might want to go along the bottom of the video and scroll right to the end to make sure you're actually up to where we're all up to. So if you joined late and you feel like you've got a long lag between typing in and us responding or whatever,
check
or things aren't quite making sense,
just
make sure that progress bar along the bottom, not progress bar, that
progress bar's fine.
Timeline bar along the bottom is right to the end, because that caught me out a couple of times before I realised what was going on.
And Kerry, if you really want to join, there should be a join button underneath the stream.
I'm not sure what it looks like.
It should be next to the subscribe thing, but you really don't have to.
Yeah, please don't anybody feel obligated in any way. It's just, it has been suggested to me quite a lot over the last few months or year or so, and I've always been kind of I'm not sure. So what does it entail, Rachel? It's if you want to, after the stream, if you want to have a look, if you click on the join button, that won't immediately join you. It just takes you to a little intro video and a little pop-up thing that shows you what it's all about. At the moment there's only one membership level, but we're going to go for 3, I think, in the end. So we've got budding fartist, we're going to have fart critic and master fartist as well, with the extra perks.
Oh yes, it might well pause the live stream to show you the intro video.
It probably will, and then you'll have to and then you pay it's $2.99 a month, £2.99 a month for the level that we've got at the moment, and you get to use the custom emojis. Is anybody using those emojis? I haven't seen emojis popping up. And you can see people have got the little...
If you use the head pat one, don't worry, I'll keep track and make sure she gets those head pats on Saturday.
Yeah, I had to reluctantly agree that probably would be a popular choice. But we will, further down, we're going to do things like have a head pat command that the bot will pick up and things as well. And
yes, because the bot will be able to tell if people are members. And
so I'm trying to think what the other perks are now. You can see them all in... I've just dropped a stitch now. It's my excitement. What have I done here? What have I done?
You made a mess, innit?
I have. I've only gone and ruined it.
Muff. That was easily our first idea.
Yeah, it was the first one that came up. We're only allowed 4. Oh no, I was saying we're only allowed 4. We can do more now, can't we?
We can now, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to because I always read all the comments. Always, I love getting all the comments, but I am a bit slack about getting around to answering them. I always do eventually.
Yeah,
but I know I'm
like
2 weeks behind answering it at the moment. So,
talking of behind, make sure you keep that chat scrolled.
Oh, I try and pick up ones that are actually asking questions. Oh my lord, Wendy and Kerry, thank you. Thank you. Wow.
Double muffed.
So, there will be members-only polls. There will be sneak peeks of things that are coming. There will be... I will prioritise members' comments and questions and things. You get to use custom emojis. You get a membership badge that shows up whenever you do a comment or whatever. I think that's it. I think for me, I want it's nice to have the little fun little perks, the emojis and stuff like that, but I really want people to feel more like involved with the channel. What's the one on the end as well? I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
And I think definitely the first members only poll is going to be, what emoji should we do next?
Yeah. Someone did have a suggestion earlier. I don't remember what it was or who it was. Oh yeah, it was a tissue box. Someone suggested. When you start crying.
Yeah, I have actually got a tissue pack here. I did put one here the other day because I was opening tags. Dawn, I do have to be organised. I have to take a leaf out of Dawn's book, and to that end, I actually spent 2 hours yesterday filling in my electronic calendar, my Google Calendar, with all my tasks and also my Trello board. So, because I do have to be very organised. I don't want to promise things that I can't.
Lucy, a big thank you to you as well.
Lucy, thank you. God, I feel like I'm going to wish we had some champagne now after this.
And Carrie, you are very much one of the cool kids.
Yeah, cool kid on the block. Maybe that would be a good emoji. Look at me knitting like it isn't 10 years since I picked up a pair of knitting needles.
Yeah, I would have thought at least 20.
Oh, anybody that I don't know if anybody will have seen yet, because I think it only went out this morning, the video where I was opening this sock box. I missed something, so they gave there was this notebook and the sweeties, obviously the wool, the three pairs of needles and the pattern. But what I missed to go with the notebook was this amazing pen. Look at this pen, how beautiful.
Oh, that looks like a nice...
Yeah. It's
got a stylus
really
on the back
nice,
as well, by the look of it, for using on a tablet.
iPads or whatever, yeah. It's really nice, and I missed it. It's a bit of a shame, so it goes nicely with the book, doesn't it? And it's very exciting on there. I had a look on their website. She must have put it up yesterday. There's actually a Arty Farty Annie's one-off sock box there, which is very exciting. They're doing the one-off box for the same price that they do that normally. The one-off boxes are like 22 quid or something, and they're doing for them for $19.95 just for us, so people can try a one-off box if they want to. You can customise it. I don't know how they put what they put in the boxes for the money, because I looked up all the stuff that was in the box online. Well, not the notebook and the pen and stuff, I didn't even count them, and it came to way more than the cost of the box, plus the postage is included. It's a shame they don't post outside the UK, but she said they are kind of looking into it. And they've given us a discount code as well, and they've got me into knitting socks. So she sent me because she knew I don't really knit and I'd never knitted socks, so she sent me this is a flat, so I think it's going to work. In a minute I divide for the heel and then you stitch it all together. Yeah. But she said people can, if they prefer, they'll change the box so that they can have like a circular needle, or some people like using a double-ended 4 needles, don't they? So they can change it up, or
with people.
Or I know when you fill in the questionnaire, you can say if you don't want the tools and things.
I think you might have some new members to thank.
Oh my lord! Seriously.
You got Double O Sue and Maria.
Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Maria. I'm. This is like beyond anything I would have.
See, I didn't set up the sound notification thing because I didn't think nearly this many people would be joining this quickly. I thought maybe one person would.
We'll have to arrange some kind of special blooming fanfare on Saturday and on the Wednesday next week. I'm a bit lost for words, to be honest. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. I'm.
Well said.
Sue, saying Sue, that reminds me. I've just been this morning. Now, put it carefully to one side. I have promised myself one of my New Year's resolutions is to spend a little bit of time every day getting into Zentangle. So I have been tangling this morning. This is one of Sue's designs. She's actually put it onto the bag, and she put everything we need for Zentangling inside as well. I put an extra pen in there, a thicker one for filling in. That's that one that Sue gave us these. And there's
you really need to keep that chat thing scrolled.
Oh my! Do I? Why is it not scrolling constantly?
Because you keep scrolling back up.
Oh, that's what it is.
But you missed Rachel joining.
Oh, Rachel. Thank you ever so much.
You can also see the list across the top there of people who have joined.
I can't see it across the top. There's not enough room.
Yeah, you can see there's things though.
Yeah. Oh look, and wow,
so many people.
All these people's names going green. Look, Muff. I wonder if there's a way we can keep track of the most used emojis. Do you reckon Muff will be the most used one?
Carrie disagrees with you. Apparently you're not that small.
See, I've adjusted the height of the camera, look, because it was down there before, and now I've adjusted it so that... There, see, I don't look so small now, do I?
Well, not according to chat.
How did you do that? Oh yeah, we've given Tom powers. He can comment as me now. I forgot that. Muff, better get your muff.
It does mean I can also do polls during the live chat, though.
Oh, a dangler. Yeah, we do need a dangler. Muffs and danglers. Possibly a knickerbird.
Yeah. I was thinking underwear with an infection symbol as an emoji.
Yeah, it's all in the perspective, Carrie. To a spider, I look like a giant. And funny enough, second breakfast was one that came up because we thought we've got to have one that's to do with food, because we always end up talking about food one way or another on here, don't we?
We do, yeah.
So I have been using, this was a notebook. This was, so some of Sue's brownie girls were making notebooks like to raise funds, and they made some for us. A group of us went up and got together in Sue's studio, and I've been starting to do some scribbly practicing of different Zentangles. I wanted some to fill in another plan for this year is to start doing some things in the community colouring book. That's Sue's designs there. So for anybody that hasn't seen this, I think I left a link. You can download it. It's all free to download. I left a link in the... This is all out of order now. What have I done? I left a link in the description box. I think those were printed on your paper, Tom. That's what's confused me. And those were extra ones. That was an extra one because I was going to do a little felty picture with that one. That's one of Tori's designs. That's one of Gabby's. So those were just practice ones. And then this is the beginning of the book. And some of the things that people have been showing, the different interpretations of these, because what I was saying was, let's not just use it for colouring in, let's see what else we can do with these images. People have Snoppy did a 3D owl, a little felty owl, stuffed owl from that. Where's it gone? From this image that Tori designed. What was that? There was one that was, I think it was one of Susie Q's designs, and it had all been done in like a stitched collage. It looks incredible. Am I missing anything? Hang on, make sure.
We've got a new dawn.
Oh,
hey, Dawn.
There's a new dawn.
Welcome.
That's a song in that. Welcome, new dawn. Dawn Yarn Doll. That's a fascinating name. Welcome,
Happy
Dawn.
New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And then this was one that I started on. Let me give a quick flick through of this. So it's just, there are all sorts of, it's a huge variety. 13 different people in the community contributed to this. And you can see what an enormous, there's Dawn, first Dawn. I missed it. I'll stop next to, there we go, that's the first Dawn one. There's a Claire one, there's quite a few of us contributed. 13 of us contributed different images to this. You can see how much variety there is. And I just think there's a lot of scope for doing all kinds of arts and crafts, not just colouring in. So you should see the mess I'm making on this desk. Oh.
You're normally so organised.
Maybe that's one thing I should do for members only posts. I should show the true state of my room. Believe it or not,
planning on
the bit you see is the
getting
tidy
used to
bit.
sort of taking pictures and doing them as little
I did
sneak
one this
previews
morning.
and stuff.
I had to go this
Very
morning.
nice.
Yeah, I managed it through my phone, which makes it a lot easier. Oh, I got this constant headache at the moment. It's still going. Oh. So this was the one I started in the last live, I think. Not the WIP and Waffle one, the other one. And I was just colouring it in with spirit markers. So I finished colouring in that off camera. And this was one of the ones that Abgarok did. So the idea is that you've got you use 3 different colours and you have to colour all the sections in, but you must never have the same colour next to itself, if that makes sense. Is that making sense, Tom? Pick 3 colours, fill in every cell. Yeah, fill in every cell in a square with one of those 3. Avoid using the same colour in adjacent cells.
Rachel.
That makes more sense. So my idea was that one thing I could do with this is to practice my Zentangle in it. So, and that was a suggestion that Abgarok came up with, that as well as the 3 different colours, you could have 3 different doodles as well. So I'm going to do that in this. And then I also thought this would be really fun to interpret as a stitched thing. You could fill in these colours, print it onto fabric or transfer it onto fabric, fill in the colours with like ink tents or something, and then do a different stitch in each of the shapes. So all the yellow ones would be one kind of stitch and all the green ones another, etc. So that's a really simple, easy peasy way. So I might do a bit of Zentangle now, because doing the knitting at arm's length like that is not working very well.
No.
Now let's have a look at these ones I've been practicing.
Ooh, Nikki finally made it in. Welcome.
Hey Nikki! Hello!
Yeah, Dawn is impressed that there's yarny things in the background.
Oh yes. Did you see my this is, I don't know if you saw when I showed this just now, I got sent a sock box from Stitch Kit. And this is the wool that was in the box. There were 3 balls of this in the box. And I've never tried this Fair Isle Effect self-patterning yarn. I'm not really a knitter, to be fair. I'd rather crochet most of the time, but I'm really enjoying this. I just think that's like magic.
It's nice that pattern is just 0 additional effort.
I haven't got any ends to weave in and all that. I haven't got any It's just like making itself by magic as I go along. I love it. It's probably old hat to a lot of people who knit all the time, but this I've never tried this before.
It's the same as any sort of variegated yarn, but it's more obvious.
Yeah,
it's not just a
it's
gradient.
not just variegated, because normally with a variegated yarn it just comes out kind of mottled all, but it definitely sorts itself out into these. And I can't get my head around how it works, no matter what size I'm knitting. Obviously that stripe would be thinner if I was knitting something bigger. But like this, how would, you know? Maybe it's just me. Thank you, Dawn. As I say, I'm not a knitter. I've never knitted socks before. These are flat ones. Which is good, because I think if I was trying doing a tube knitting, is Jackie there still? Jackie uses a special round thing. I've forgotten what it's called, like a round knitting thing. I think you turn a handle or something. Is she still there? She was there a minute ago, wasn't she?
A round knitting thing where you turn a handle.
Yeah. Or something. I don't know how you do it, actually. But she quite often shows it. She shows pictures of it when it's part knitted and you can see the tube going away. It just all knits into a tube.
The sort of circular knitting machine thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loom. Is it called a loom? It's not a knitting machine like the one I used to have in the 70s when I was making ankle warmers and leg warmers. Are they tiny? Are these tiny needles? They feel really long to me. I'm used to crochet, which is...
I'm not going to comment. They're actually pins.
Shut up. For anybody that is new to the channel, or new to the lives, Tom does enjoy winding me up, especially about my height. And as you can see, I'm a perfectly normal height when there's no one sat next to me to make me look small. It is all in the perspective, as Carrie said. Carrie used to live size 0 needles. Wow. Is that an American term, size 0? What is that in millimetres?
She is indeed a borrower, yes.
Yeah, see, Marion tells you to stop. Hi, Marion. See?
I'll
Behave
never
yourself.
Stop.
I'm going to try doing a simple doodle into here.
Don't ruin it.
Don't ruin it. The thing is, I can always print it off again, can't I?
You can, yeah.
What I'm hoping to do is, because I have been trying to organise myself a bit, and I think I'm going to do like a stitching type video on Mondays, and I'm going to do either arts or crafts type video on Fridays, and then I've got the Wednesday, these on the Wednesday, and then extra ones like opening things and stuff like that can be slotted in between. So I'm hoping to like get around to do a whole series of things using these colouring pages. This would be a really nice, easy one to start off with. And this is not a Zen Tangle. This is a doodle of my own making. And now I'm going to go all quiet because I can't.
Yeah.
I can't think and do. I can't talk and do. Some people are better than others at talking and doing.
Wow. Dawn thinks she's the shortest, but is considerably taller than you.
How tall is Dawn, does it say?
167 centimetres.
What is that in?
Which is 5'6".
That is really tall to me, Dawn. I'm 5'2", so can you work out what 5'2" would be in centimetres?
It's 157 centimetres.
Mind you, I am not the only person in this community who is only 5'2".
No. And you're taller than Granny Sue.
Having said that, I was 5'2" years ago. I have a feeling I've probably shrunk.
Yeah, very likely.
I like to use toothpicks and dental floss to knit with. Do you really? Is that for? Do you do miniatures, Dawn? That's Dawn Yarn Ball now. Wow, 5 foot. Yes, I'm massive. Wow, I'd love to be 6 foot tall. 2mm needles. Okay, still pretty small. Whichever measurement we use. I'm just
Ooh, what's a temperature snake?
Oh, is that like a temperature quilt? Cable stitch. Ooh, those infinity scarves are lovely. I like those. My daughter Zoe's older. 3 to 4 shoe size. My granny had size 3 feet.
You've probably got size 3 feet in a box somewhere. Weirdo. I've
got very big feet for my height. Well, we went into that last time, I believe. My gynecologist saying I was a stop. A shorty with good big feet. See how quiet I've gone now. But this is one of the things about doing any kind of doodling. I'm not going to call what I'm doing Zentangle because it really isn't. Now our Sue, 00 Sue there, she's an expert. CZT. She's a CZT, I suppose it would be, wouldn't it? She's a certified Zentangle teacher. And she's brilliant. If you want to get any Zentangle tips, check out her channel.
Yeah.
Lots of ideas. She's got a whole playlist of Zentangle adventures.
Definitely worth checking out.
Yeah.
She gave us little Zentangle kits.
Yes, I did show them just now.
Yeah.
And the square glass tiles, which we've got plans for. Oh, I've put them out of harm's way. There they are. They're up there on the shelf. I can't reach them without unplugging myself.
Yeah.
We've got plans for that.
Put them back on.
Yeah. But even though this is just doodling and not proper Zentangle, it's still a quiet, repetitive, kind of mindless mindfulness.
Never tried to use actual toothpicks to knit. That sounds like it would be unpleasant to do.
Feels like it would keep catching. So I went and asked Dawn a question and then didn't read the answer.
It's very rude.
Using 5mm hook and 3 yarn. Yeah, it's weight, isn't it? It's the same as you've got worsted and we've got double knitting, and they're not quite the same thing. It gets confusing.
Yeah, there's a lot of confusions with yarn crafts between here in America. Like the crochet stitches all being different doesn't help.
No, exactly. So what colour you do? Yeah. I saw that done as a quilt, a temperature quilt, and it looks amazing. So that you get this set of colours that you use, that you choose from, and which ones you choose is dependent upon the temperature of that day. So you
nice.
You could do it with sewing or anything, but I'd probably do it with crochet.
The pattern gets more interesting the slower you are at knitting.
I believe there are kits you can get that give you all the yarns in the right colours or fabrics. Yeah. I think I might just fill this in actually.
No, I didn't get a lump of coal, Dawn. I got a very nice dressing gown.
Yeah. He wanted a lighter weight dressing gown because he doesn't feel the cold at all, even at this time of year when it's like 12 degrees. He doesn't want a fluffy dressing gown. Yeah,
just as I would die in hers.
To be fair, I'm a bit of a lizard. I have to have some heat.
Nikki does D&D knitting. That's intriguing. Do you have to roll the dice to choose a colour?
Yeah. Are there any Dungeons or Dragons involved? What does D&D stand for in that context?
If you get a natural one, do you drop a load of stitches?
Yeah, I have to look up the crochet terms every time, depending on what. To be fair, I've done so many American crochet patterns. I don't think I'm... As long as I know which one I'm doing, it's okay, but I do, yeah. I wonder why it's so different.
Oh, you roll the dice to know how many stitches you stitch. That sounds chaotic. Do you then change colours, or do you just not follow a pattern and you end up with a really weird shape because you...
Oh, dressing gown. Yeah.
Yes, I'm in a dress.
Didn't think about it. So dressing gown is like a bathrobe, kind of, but not toweling.
Yeah.
Not toweling, kind of. Yeah.
I've already got plenty of dresses.
The one I got you was, you like chiffon on a Wednesday, don't you?
Yeah.
The one I got him was actually like a kind of plaid pattern, but it's just a lightweight kind of brushed cotton kind of thing, isn't it? Like a shirt, really. It's like a very long shirt, to be honest. Just so that if you have to go down to the door to answer the door, you won't scare the postman away.
Yeah. My package won't stop me from receiving my package.
Look, don't talk about packages. Are you wobbling your thing when you laugh, the same as you do in my room?
Yeah.
It comes, you can hear it on the microphone. Boom, 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 boom.
I don't look nearly that distinguished, Jackie, no.
I must get one of those hoodies. Alexander Meerkat. Yes, he's wobbling something. He was laughing in this room the other day, and every time he laughed, the whole room was wobbling. So my camera was going and everything. This is too absorbing to be able to keep up with chatting and doing this.
And Dawn, I gave her a pat on the head for Christmas.
No, he gave me. I'll show you what he gave me. Let's see if anyone can guess what it is.
Yes, someone might.
Oh, that's a lot of work done there, isn't it?
Sure.
So this is what Tom got me for Christmas. Because we actually weren't going to do anything for Christmas, were we? And then John decided he was going to just have a thing he wanted. Oh, I must show what John gave me. I think some of you would like it too. So this is for helping me to get the colour balance right on my camera. But we've got to play around with the software a bit to get it to work properly, haven't we? And so it's got all kind of grayscale that side. And it's so dead matte. They're so absolutely matte, aren't they? It's a lovely quality thing. But you have to download software to go with it to be able to use it. So where, for example, actually that's not doing bad colour-wise, but my camera tends to do really strange things with reds, and it makes greeny blues lose all their yellows, and it just goes crazy with either black or white. Hopefully this will help us to... I mean, you're a bit limited by the quality of the camera and stuff anyway, but I think we can get it a bit better.
Yeah. The basic idea is that has very high quality known squares of pigment. So the software knows what colour those squares should be. It sees what colour it's getting and adjusts things so that theoretically it displays the way it's meant to.
Yeah,
that's
theoretically.
The idea.
But we tried the other day and decided we need a bit more tweaking, don't we?
The software is not set up for our use case.
No. So that's another thing for me to add to my list of jobs.
Yeah.
I need a special list of Tom jobs. So we've got to do something fancy with coming up on the screen for members, haven't we now?
Yeah.
We won't. In the end, like YouTube will say to you, don't wait until you've got everything 100% ready, just go for it. And in the end, we just went for it rather than spend another few more days or weeks tweaking and making everything perfect. So
we want it to be ready to go live for the new year.
And and it'd be nice to keep adding things rather than I'm getting all this is what this kind of doodling does to me. It just makes it go, which is why it's good for you, isn't it? Just takes you into the zone. Oh, I was going to just show that thing that John gave me. So this is why John said, well, I know we said we weren't going to do presents, but I just found this thing and I really want to give it to you. So hence we ended up doing little presents anyway. So this was made by Matt, who is the warden at the park that John volunteers at. So every Thursday he spends the day doing like maintenance work, groundwork and everything at the park. Beautiful park it is. Really kind of quite wild but well maintained, you know. Hey Renee! Happy New Year! Working on a hand sewn quilt. Oh, quilt as you go. I like the quilt as you go type.
5 years.
Coloured pencils and watercolour
project.
paints. 5 years. Who in person has been sent with her to be certified? I think Sue was saying that she did the certification during lockdown when they were doing something online. I remember right. I don't know if Sue is still there. She might clarify that. So Matt, the warden at the park, he's very eco-conscious and stuff, and John quite often talks to him about the stuff we're doing on the channel and things, doing all the recycling things. And this is what he does. So this is a messenger bag made out of old tents and old coats and then lined with recycled vintage fabric, which I love. Look at that. I think that is fab. It's got this pocket on the front and it's all of the materials have come from within Norfolk, so they haven't even travelled very far. I think I put his card in there, so I just thought I'd show it. I might put a link in the Facebook group in that as well. It's called Reworked Canvas. Oh, come on. There we go. Reworked Canvas. I had a look on the website. There's not a lot there. I think they just do what they can. I mean, he works full time at the park, so I think they will like custom make these messenger bags. Yeah. But I quite like the look of the totes there as well. I love it. It feels nice, and I just love the whole idea of it. And even all of this stuff is all made from bits and pieces from old tents and things. I noticed on the website a lot of them were saying like Boy Scouts tents. No Boy Scouts were harmed in the making of these bags. But yeah, I just love it. I love the feel of it and everything. It's really nice. Really nice. Great
and
idea.
Catherine, I think you might be right. You are indeed a nerd.
Let's have a look. What's Catherine saying that I've missed? I got a remote controlled Batmobile and a Lego Bumblebee. Nerd. We need a nerd emoji. That's got to go on the list. It's good, isn't it, Jackie? I'm very happy, and I will use that bag instead of like a girly handbag. That's more me, really.
Yeah.
But I was quite surprised that John was saying that Matt has actually watched some of my videos. I thought, I wonder why he's watched my videos. Why would he? And why would anybody? And then when I saw that he was making those bags, I thought, oh right, yeah, I can see that now. Then, yeah. Overlord. That might be a bit strong, Selena. But yeah, I mean, it's just yeah. I think I like their idea that it's the same. It's just small marks repeated. It's that repetition thing, isn't it? For me, I like the structure of it. Do you know what I find difficult with Zentangle or any other kind of doodling type thing? I can do just the one doodle or tangle if it's Zentangle, but what I can't do is a piece like Sue's done here, where you just, of course,
yeah.
Tom did it the one time, did a really lovely piece, made it look really easy, never did it again.
What I did was very easy. It wasn't very good, but it was very easy.
But yeah, I struggle to do that. I quite like the structure, which is why I thought this is a good way to practice the little tangles and doodles by just filling in the shapes in here. This is going to take me blimmin' well ages. I quite like the look of that though.
I'll tell you one thing that frustrates me about the whole thing is tanglepatterns.com.
Yeah, the site is...
As a web developer, that site annoys me.
It's horrible to use. So tanglepatterns.com is like, it's almost like, I think it started off, they used to call it an e-book or something, and there are thousands of tangles in there, but you click on it and then you link to the blog of the person that designed the tangle kind of thing with some of them. And it is a bit cumbersome to find your way around, definitely, but it is all free. I think years ago I clicked on the donate button and I only donated like 10 quid or something at the time. I meant to go back and do it again, you know, like later on when they launched that year's new thing or something, but I got out of doing it and I never went back in again. But I've still got all of those, so once I donated, then they were sending me every day I was getting an email with another tangle in, you know, which is brilliant. But it is a bit cumbersome to find your way around yeah.
And Nikki, I find the trick with that is to just get a whole load of different patterns and keep switching what you're doing.
I've lost the chat again. I'm going to have to go back and check all this.
Yeah, you'll kill me when you do, when you see the stuff that we were talking about earlier.
Say that again, Tom?
You'll kill me when you read the chat later.
Anybody that sees me apparently typing anything, bear in mind that Tom now has powers. Yeah, so that's right, isn't it? You don't need to go to a teacher to learn it anymore. There's so many people doing it. Although I'm a bit unclear about, I don't know if you can clarify this, but like looking at the tangles on tanglepatterns.com, for example, they do say that it's all copyright. You shouldn't show the breakdowns of the patterns, or, reproduce them or anything. But like if I was doing doodling, tangling, whatever on my YouTube channel, am I allowed to show how the patterns, how you create them from start to finish, or does that mean that I'm not supposed to show that? I'm not sure actually. To be fair, I'll never do it exactly as they say anyway. I'll always be doing my own thing with it, but you know, I don't want to upset anyone.
Yeah.
So Deb got a load of presents. There's so much chat, isn't it lovely? You chatty lot.
Apparently I've got an evil laugh. Don't know what they mean.
He has. He's got a villain's laugh. Oh yeah.
I've got a very sad
Tom,
villain backstory.
There's a question from Dawn for you there about the colouring book.
And there's an answer from me in there as well.
Oh, Inkscape.
Yeah.
I had to learn to use Inkscape.
You did, yeah.
I learned some very interesting new skills.
I agree with Catherine. Muff, 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 muff.
Why, what? Why? Oh, see, trouble is, time I see it, I don't know what the why is about. It might have been about something you typed, Tom.
She's probably saying, why did you give me powers?
Oh, yes, that would make sense. Thank you, Carol. Glad you stuck up for me.
On? Rabbit, isn't it?
Oh, Scribus. I forgot about Scribus. Yeah, that was a bit of a palaver doing that bit, wasn't it? Getting it from
good suggestion, Linda.
Fiji files.
Boxing glove so that you can biff me.
Yes. Do you think we should be writing these down?
Not that one, no.
I think if there's going to be a head pat, there should be a boxing glove.
Sure.
Yeah, no. I must get into doing freeform crochet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Freeform slow stitching and crochet is fine. Freeform doodling, why is that different? Don't know. So Sue is saying, yes, you can show them. Tangle Patterns website is free access to all. Yes, that's true. So you're not showing anything that people can't go and find for themselves. And I would credit people anyway. It's the name. Yeah. Right. Okay. Thanks, Sue.
I love that there's a community of people sharing all these things.
Can we vote for... Yeah, Tom, can you... Now you've got editing powers, can you start a poll? Or did we decide you still can't do that?
But...
And we should do a poll for whether or not there's a boxing glove. We'll definitely be doing
Okay,
some
I'll do
members
it.
only polls about the next lot of emojis. So, to be clear, I love making centangles, and there are many websites. Yes. Yeah, I see what you mean, Carrie. You could just be a doodle teacher then. I suppose if you get the certification, it kind of gives you that kudos, doesn't it? And people know you're going to be teaching the right method and everything. I mean, I love that they're super this in. What kind of poll is that? No, also no. Everybody ignore Tom's poll. So I do like this. I do like this, where this is the steps. So, you sit and this is what I want to do a little bit quietly by myself every day. Just that sit and just kind of, where it's got gratitude and appreciation. For me, it's going to be more like, chill out, be in a moment, Forget everything else for a minute and just appreciate the fact you can sit here and quietly do this. And then you do the corner dots, and then you draw the square, and then you draw the string if you're going to, and you tangle and you shade, initial and sign, and then again. I love all that. I love that, and I love the repetition. I like the ones that are really repeaty, because that does calm down my somewhat ADD head. That repetition, funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've made an awful mess of that, actually. It's a good job you can't see it too closely.
It looks fine from this distance.
I'm just going to keep doing that rather than think of anything new. I could do I could do that. I think it's called Paradox.
Catherine woke
that
up
one.
her dog laughing.
Did you?
Excellent.
Poor dog, probably wondering what on earth is going on now.
It looks like no might be winning this poll.
Oh, really? Rather than
It's
also
got
no.
69% on also no at the moment.
Well, I'm going to be ignoring this poll and doing a proper one later. It's very exciting to have some members to poll.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah. I tell you what, though, even setting it all up, even, what I thought was going to be fairly basic, without Tom here helping me wade my way through it, I think I'd have given up at the first hurdle, to be honest. It's a bit complex.
You'd have been fine. See, the thing is, it was very easy.
It really wasn't. Oops. I don't think it pays to do anything at arm's length.
No.
It's really hard. It's partly it's partly that I can't see properly what I'm doing, but also it throws the kind of perspective out, so.
And no, Dawn, I was always a very well-behaved child, as you can imagine.
Really wasn't. Really wasn't.
I'm still not.
He was a very sweet and affectionate and lovable child. But he was a proper handful.
Yeah. Some things never change.
And he didn't sleep much.
Yeah.
You slept
That
a lot
hasn't
for the
changed
first
either.
6 months of your life. You slept a lot. You were quite sleepy and quiet.
Got it all out of the way early, and then no sleep for anyone else.
Yeah. You can't even see them, can you?
Well, kinda.
But I am well chilled out now. So we have to have the customary food conversation. What's everyone having for dinner, or what did you have for lunch? Are you having a celebratory meal for New Year, or we're just having something quite ordinary today?
I'm having lasagna for two.
I hope you're not going to eat it all.
Of course not.
I'm going to try doing
I
that
won't
in
be
a
having the side
bolder
dish
pen.
as well. got one of those meal deals for two where you get like a drink, a main, and a side.
Well, at least you're keeping the side for another day. And I'm sure you chose a
lasagna
nice...
doesn't need cauliflower cheese with it.
No. I was going to say, I'm sure you chose a nice healthy green salad or something.
Well, I knew I wasn't going to need the side with a lasagna for two, so I bought something I could have as another meal on its own.
Yeah.
Another day.
Yeah, cauliflower cheese is definitely a meal in its own right, isn't it?
And Tori can't taste anything at the moment, so having a cup of hot Ribena.
Oh, I used to love hot Ribena. I remember hot Ribena or hot any kind of squash. Oops.
Yeah. A lettuce sleeve topped with air. Oh, you're treating yourself to air, are you, Rachel? That's fair. I'd recommend never weighing yourself just after Christmas.
Yeah.
Why bother?
I'm going to wait until... I'm going to give it about 2 weeks after all the Christmas food is gone, and then I'll weigh myself.
Apparently Jackie is pasta.
Yeah, I am pasta too. I'm starting to wish we hadn't taken the bubbly over to the party we went to the other night now, because I feel like bubbly. That one's come out better, look. Because I did it in a slightly bolder pen.
We can see it.
Yeah. I think this one is called Paradox because it's straight lines but it ends up looking curved.
Yeah.
If I remember
happy
right.
anniversary, Dawn.
Oh, happy
10th
anniversary.
Anniversary yesterday, apparently.
Wow. So you got married on New Year's Eve.
Romantic. And yeah, I can see that spending a while scraping leftover cauliflower cheese into the bin in a pub would put you off cauliflower cheese.
Yeah. Not for long, though. Why would anybody leave the cauliflower cheese? That's like the best bit.
Yeah, they're in a pub.
It might have been rubbish cauliflower cheese, I suppose.
Yeah. Or they were just drunk.
Yeah.
Drunk people don't make good decisions.
No. We had a watch party last night in Discord, didn't we? Watching Dinner for One. So that it's strangely, for anybody that doesn't know, I didn't know about this until we met PP. So PP's in our Discord, your private pooler in our Discord. So he's in Germany, and it's a tradition in Germany and Finland and Sweden, some other countries, I believe, to watch this old English kind of comedy sketch called Dinner for One, which was recorded back in the, what do you reckon, 50s?
It had the exact dates on it in the thing. I think the version we watched was re-recorded in the mid-70s. The original, I think, was either 50s or 60s.
And it's this very... I don't usually like slapstick comedy, but for some reason it's got a charm, this one, hasn't it? And it's because you know what's going to happen. You're sort of expecting it. It just... And it's only quite short. It's only about, 10 minutes long? 15 minutes long? If that. And it's become a tradition to watch it over there on New Year's Eve. And like PP explained to us at one point, you know, his parents' generation and older don't automatically speak English like he does. So... Yeah. They had a German guy come out and explain it all, and they had German subtitles all the way through. But it's become a bit of tradition for us to sit and do a watch party in Discord on New Year's Eve and watch it with PP.
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
So there we were. So last night there was a few of us from... So Snoppy joined us, Jen, Claire, and you and me. So we were in the UK, and then we'd got... Thornius in Finland and PP in Germany, all watching this strange, quirky old comedy thing from the UK that nobody else in the UK has ever heard of. It's very odd, isn't it? So that's our new Year's tradition, definitely.
But also, it's apparently a tradition in Finland, and Thornius had never heard of it. So
yeah.
Apparently, we misunderstood Rachel's thing. The pub was an example of she's able to clean gross stuff, but but she still can't stand cauliflower cheese leftovers.
Ah. We always used to say it was surprising when I worked on the hospital wards. It was surprising, I won't go into details, but what you could go off and do and still come back and eat your whatever you'd been and got from the canteen for your break. Go and do
Don't worry, Nikki, we all know what you mean. Autocorrect is evil sometimes.
Autocorrect isn't always helpful. Well, I don't know how beautiful a piece of art this is going to be in the end, but it's a nice little chance to practice. I've just realised a flaw in my plan is I'm not going to be able to do this design in this. I'm going to have to divide it up, aren't I?
I mean, you could do it.
Could I?
Just skip the square in the middle. Keep going as though you
keep
could
going as
see
if
the
it's
thing.
there. Yeah, I'll try that.
The most interesting part will be covered by that square, but you could still do it.
Yeah, okay.
Carrie, Sue was saying that you can still do it online at the moment, the certification thing. So hopefully the travel wouldn't be as necessary anymore. I don't know the details myself, but
don't worry about sounding cranky.
Defer to Sue's judgment on that, because
you can be as cranky as you like in here. We'll soon tell you if it's going too far, Carrie. You'll soon know about it. We'll get a cranky emoji as well.
You've been remaining polite, so we're all good.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a rant now and then. And also we missed. I think Dawn was saying that last year she was binging on Are You Being Served?
Really? God, that's a blast from the past, UK, isn't it? What did you think of it? Does that humour translate? Because I have to say that is all a bit not really my kind of humour. It's a bit...
yes, and it's not aged very well.
No, it's very dated.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of that kind of sitcom here in those days, wasn't there? Yeah. It's funny, and now I've started watching, not comedies, but I watch a lot of films now, because now Netflix put a lot of films from the continent and from Korea and places out with subtitles on. I watch loads of those and I really enjoy them.
Yeah, it's nice that we've got access to something that otherwise, we'd miss out on.
One of my favourite series from last year that I watched last year was from Germany. That was that one called Dark. Did anybody else watch that? I think we might have talked about that before.
And yes, Dawn, the humour is okay, but some of it is really quite offensive.
It is. It's pretty offensive stuff these days.
Yeah.
Well, some of the things that you watch now that and you think, how on earth did we all sit and watch that and think it was okay? Racist, sexist,
Yeah. And it's not just like it was sort of a niche thing, it was just nationally popular. Everyone loved it.
I didn't know. I never did. I never did like that, all those sitcoms and stuff. And even when I was a kid, I never liked them.
Lots of people loved Dark, yeah.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? And I even loved the music.
Oh yeah, second series of Squid Game.
Yes, I've got that queued up on my list to binge
I
through.
haven't watched the first series.
Oh, you've got to watch it. Well, I think you have.
Yeah, I'm planning to at some point.
I do like that these days they do put them all up at once so I can binge through. And I know a lot of people say it gets too much, you won't enjoy it anymore. But for me, if I binge something, I get utterly immersed in it. So it works for me.
Ooh, Red Dwarf and Men Behaving Badly.
Oh, yeah.
Red Dwarf has aged better than Men Behaving Badly, but I think because it took itself less seriously.
It was always a bit cooler, wasn't it?
One problem with Red Dwarf is they did those more recent sort of new, well, they're not new anymore, series. And the first one or two that they did, the actors had already done some more serious roles, and it's like, it had lost all the charm of it just being kind of a mess. But the later, like the latest ones they did, were apparently quite good. Haven't watched them yet.
What I hate is when you think, right, yeah, I'm going to get round to watching that, and then suddenly they take it off. They take it off and you never got round to watching it.
Yeah,
that's always a possibility.
Like they take off series 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And all you have is series 3 and 7 or something.
Well,
so,
there was that one.
why?
I was watching a series called Manifest. I don't know if anybody saw that. It was basically, this plane kind of went missing, and it was the people were there, and we knew they were there, but as far as everybody else was concerned, they went missing, but they came back. They reappeared years later. Won't say any more for fear of spoiling the story. But for some reason, on Netflix, I don't know if it's Netflix or Prime Video it was on, they showed series 1, season 1 and 2, but not 3, and then showed season 4 or something. So I watched it, and there was a point where I went on to another season and thought, this isn't making sense, what's going on? And it wasn't until my stepdaughter said, how did you manage to watch the missing season then? I said, oh.
That explains why you're so confused. Yeah.
Very annoying. I mean, why?
Yeah, licensing issues with that kind of thing are a nightmare.
I hope nobody's joined this hoping to see some exciting, inspiring crafting going on, because there isn't, is there?
I mean...
That is not what these are about.
Nowhere in the description did you promise excitement.
No. But I do get taken the mickey out of if I fail to actually do any crafting, so I feel like Oh,
we're going to take the mickey regardless.
To be honest, I could quite happily just sit here and read the chat. I did say Waffle.
Yeah.
And this was a WIP as well.
Waffle was promised.
In case anybody's wondering, the WIP part is work in progress.
Yeah.
And one of my big plans for 2025 is to complete a lot of my WIPs.
Sure.
And use a lot of my stuff. Use it or lose it.
And I plan to ride a flying pig to hell to go ice skating.
Are you doubting my ability to finish things? Or
yeah. Because you're adding more things on top of it as well. I don't know where you're going to find the time to do.
I've messed up the middle of that one.
The
Never
things
mind.
you haven't started yet, let alone the ones you've already started. Yeah, I'll film that, Snoppy, don't worry.
So Dawn has a goal to use her art supplies and finish as many sketchbooks as possible. Dawn, did you do the thing again this year where you wrapped up gifts for yourself and then put them away for next year? She did this. I thought it was such a good idea. She created this little advent calendar for herself by wrapping up art supplies she'd already got. And then, of course, when you come to open them again, you've forgotten. Brilliant.
Mm.
Can you remember that book we used to have when you were a kid, Tom, called 365 Birthdays?
No.
The little bear, or whatever character it was wrapping up something in his own house every day. I think the point of it was supposed to be to kind of appreciate the things that you've got, so by wrapping it up and then opening it again later, it was like, ooh, look at this lovely thing I've got. And in the end, he wrapped up the whole house. I can't remember anything else about it, but I used to love that book.
Yeah, sounds
as a prompt
cool.
book. A pig to hell. Mandy's chiming in. Mandy, did we just wake you up and we were talking about pigs and ice skating in hell? I think that's Tom implying that I won't actually finish everything and use up all my stuff.
And yeah, Rachel, I have to work at it because it's really hard to be sarcastic.
Hang on.
Well, looks like people don't want a boxing glove emoji, so I'm going to end that poll.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that poll myself properly later with my lovely members. I can't get over you guys. You guys! I was surprised anybody bothered to vote on that pointless poll. Wrapping up crafts you get bored of could be yeah. Ooh, new thing. Well, you know, when I opened that Christmas box, the Stitch Kit Christmas box, I opened them all up in one fell swoop. Really enjoyed opening them all. Semi-wrapped them up again, and then each time I took one out, it was like, oh yeah, I forgot it was this one. Talk about goldfish. Works. Okay, I've got to do this one slightly different this time. And slightly more carefully. I can hear you doing the evil villain laugh.
Best thing is, I know you can hear me because I'm on push to talk, so I have to push the button to make sure you can hear me.
Oh, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go straight back. Oh, I can't go straight back and watch this after because it won't be in tomorrow till the chat comes up. Yeah. What's he doing?
No, don't look at the new poll. Definitely don't look at that.
What is it? What does it say? How do I look at it? I don't know how to look at it. I did click on it. Oh, no, I didn't. It's Tom Big, funny and clever. Certainly, of course, no, and yes. No, incorrect.
Oh, that's a good point. I can vote, can't I?
Don't encourage him, people.
The best part is she really wanted to say just then, he's not big, funny, or clever.
Yeah.
And then realised.
Why can't I literally can't draw a straight line here. It's because I'm doing it at this weird angle.
Yeah, it's always difficult doing things sort of at an angle that works for the camera.
I probably should keep turning my paper around more as well.
Nikki wants a shirt that says, definitely don't look at that. Yeah.
Members t-shirts, that would be fun.
I mean, that is an option.
Yeah.
Technically.
We do quite enjoy designing things, don't we? Like that. I think we bounce off each other quite well with that sort of thing.
And all the tiny emoji and stuff, they are actually very high resolution. So they could be done as designs.
Yeah. Who would wear a t-shirt that says muff on the front?
Oh, that's a disaster, Rachel. At least the t-shirt can be washed. Wasn't there a book as well that got the cat treatment?
Pin badges would be
That's
good.
harder to wash.
Oh no. Oh. Did he ever do it again, Rachel? The cat? Did he settle down? Was it just that one-off?
Are you sure it was the cat? Because you weren't there. Maybe the boyfriend peed on everything.
Hey, Diet Black.
Because if I did that, I would definitely blame the cat as well. You know.
Yeah. I'm just thinking t-shirts now. It could be quite fun, actually, couldn't it?
Yeah, we could come up with something.
Yeah.
Need one that says "I'm with short ass" or something.
Can you remember the? You remember the little mini iron-on motifs we made for the t-shirts, for the troll t-shirts for that kit for Johnny?
Yeah.
With Johnny's face on. Oh, it's so funny.
Those were fun.
He didn't like having his face everywhere, though. I don't think he really appreciated it.
Well, it's not like we put him in really cool. An imaginary band called the Skanky Hooers or anything.
Yeah, it was all his own. It's all his own words, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I suddenly realised I'm starving, and I have eaten today. And sometimes I'm starving during this because I realise I've forgotten to eat. But yeah. I had full-on tuna on toast, tuna and sweet corn on toast. I had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want merch, we could do merch. We'll need a little while to come up with stuff, but
yeah. But these days it's quite easy to get things kind of printed and stuff like that, isn't it? Whereas it used to be a bit of a palaver, but you can get quite small numbers of things done now, can't you? I believe. So.
Well, these days you don't even get it printed. You set up with a shop where they print it on demand.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can think of some quite good ones that we could do.
Yeah. Yeah, the Skanky Hooers.
Yeah. It is an expression that he used a lot at the time.
It is, yeah. Which, if you're familiar with Johnny, won't be a huge surprise.
No.
Because it sounds like exactly the kind of thing he'd say.
It was lovely meeting him, wasn't it? In real life, it's exactly as he is on screen.
Yeah.
Really.
And yeah, print-on-demand things do tend to take a big cut.
Yeah.
Which is not great. Yeah. But we'll look into stuff. I was about to conquer the world, but I saw something sparkly from Bazaar. That'd be a popular one, yeah.
It's a good one. Who said that one? I like that. I reckon Bazaar would like that as well.
Yeah. I mean, it could be done far more generic, just I saw sparkly fabric, but
yeah,
there's a lot of people who haven't had Bazaar scrapbacks have bought quite a lot of fabric when they weren't meant to.
Yes.
You guys walking around fabric shops
looking for something to buy.
Who was it we met?
What, when we met with Karen?
Yeah, it was Karen, yeah. You guys just
looking for things to buy, weren't we?
Yeah.
Well, that's when I got that. I've got it downstairs at the moment, but I got that set of turners for turning small doll limbs out. Really useful.
Oh yeah, no, I'm quite wrong. Apparently, never. There was no fabric purchasing or walking around a whole load of fabric shops or anything. Definitely not.
Not a whole load.
It felt like about 30.
It was one, and then the other one wasn't even open.
Oh, okay, it doesn't count then.
Yeah, we just looked in. We pressed our noses against the window.
Drooled a bit.
Yeah.
There was that stuff from that place that wasn't open that you really wanted, but couldn't have because they were closed.
Couldn't have it, yeah. That was very annoying. Because that's the second time I've been there. What I would consider a normal day of the week at a normal time, not like a Sunday or something, And they've just been closed. It's like they just can't be asked opening. What's that about? Do they not want my money?
Happy New Year, Laurie. Welcome from New York.
Happy New Year, Laurie. I've seen Laurie commenting quite a bit recently.
Yeah. And Jackie is suggesting a Tom plushie to stick pins in.
Yeah. Ooh.
She just attacks the real me, so she doesn't need a plushie.
You know what we could do? This is what Tom and I will tend to do. We'll sit here and come up with ideas like this, and half of them just go by the way. Some of them get written down. Some actually happen. But I was just thinking
maybe
about
like 1% of them.
I don't know if other people will remember. You used to get like a doll printed onto a tea towel. There was also a Sunny Jim from the Force cereal box. So that was also printed onto a tea towel. So it was, he used to be high o'er the fence leaps Sunny Jim. Force is the food that raises him. And he was this weird little character. And he was printed on a tea towel as well. And you would cut out the pieces on the tea towel, stitch them together to make a rag doll or a Sunny Jim doll or whatever. We could do something like that, and it could be a Tom doll for sticking pins in.
Sure.
A pin cushion. A Tom pin cushion. Perfect. Just don't leave me out just because I can't join. Don't
worry, Dawn. It's if you really want to, there may be some way you can. It just might not be showing on this stream.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'll have a look into it if there's anybody. If I don't want anybody feeling obligated, but if anybody wants to and you're struggling to work out how to do it, give me a shout and I'll see if I can work out what's happening and help out. But I don't want to, I don't want to be pressuring anybody either. So.
Hey Penny, Happy New Year to you. I'm guessing
Penny.
It's becoming a sensible time for the Americans since we've got lots of people joining right now.
Yeah. Oh, snow this morning. It's cold here, but not snow. Not quite snow cold yet. Apparently it's freezing in Belize. It's 21 degrees.
Centigrade as well.
Yeah.
If it's 21 Fahrenheit, yeah, that's cold.
Don't know the meaning of the word cold. The same as apparently we don't know the meaning of the word hot, so...
Yeah.
Just depends on what you're acclimatised to, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a Tom pincushion in my head now. That could be hilarious.
I bet you have. Vicious little hobbit.
Vicious little hobbitses. I can't believe where the time's gone.
Yeah.
I'm having a nice, what I call enthusiasm pasta. Enthusiasm, i.e. you put everything you've got into it, so all the leftovers are going into pasta with a nice sauce.
Talking of things we can't believe, I can't believe that 10,300 people had nothing better to do than subscribe to you.
10,300, yeah. You're horrible, Tom.
I am, yes. But according to the current poll, I am also big, funny and clever. Even when given the option to be incorrect and say no. So...
He's a
Ursula the Sea Witch is Jackie's spirit animal. Fair enough.
Ursula the Sea Witch isn't an animal, surely.
No.
I've gone all quiet again.
Yes, you have.
I'm very chilled. I find these Wednesday thingies extremely relaxing.
Yes. And you get more done in these than in the Saturday ones.
Yes. Oh yeah, the Saturday ones, I don't even try to get anything done anymore.
Oh, we're talking about Bazaar. Yes, I believe they do ship internationally, but you need to email them or something, don't you?
Yeah, I get this question such a lot. I think I'm going to get in touch with them and see if there's anything they can do to make it easier on their website, because I get this question such a lot in the comments and by private messages and things, emails asking me, saying, oh, what a shame they don't post. They post anywhere. Obviously, it's going to cost more for postage. So, to be honest,
sure.
You're better if you can find somewhere that does something similar near to you. You're better to do that. But what you need to do is, because you need to email them, and I think people maybe hear that and then forget about it, and they find they can go onto the website and put an order on and everything seems to be going fine. Then they get to the point of paying, of checking out, and it says, no, sorry, we don't post to your country. It will always say that. Anywhere outside the UK, you cannot put an order through in the normal way. You have to click on the contact tab at the top. Their email comes up and you have to email them, say what you want. Then they'll quote you for postage.
Yeah, it really feels like they should change that, make it more obvious.
Especially because apparently they get a lot of inquiries now. They can tell when I've been doing a new project. Because they are. I mean, they are lovely. They're brilliant.
Yeah. Happy New Year, Rhonda.
But it frustrates me that people can't just go in and put an order on, because some websites allow you to do that,
and it doesn't show that it can deliver. You're going to assume that it
doesn't. Yeah, but they will. They definitely will. There's nowhere in the world they won't post to, but obviously the cost of postage might be prohibitive. So what they do is they quote you if you're happy with that, and I know people. I've seen people posting pictures of their bazaar packs that they've had, been really delighted with them for whatever they ended up paying, and I've seen them in the States, Canada, Australia and New Zealand. So they definitely do.
If it can go that far, it should be able to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense that you have to email them to an extent, because if they have to work out per pack how much it's going to cost to post it internationally, because it's so much more expensive, then and weight suddenly becomes a lot more of an issue than posting it internally. But they could make it a bit more obvious that you can do that.
I think there's something when the blurb that comes up when you click on the scrap packs, I think mentions it, but it's obviously not that apparent to people, and maybe what they don't think of is, like, because they probably look at things on a PC like I do, what they don't think about is some people are trying to order on their phones and stuff, and all of that stuff doesn't come up and appear so obvious. I've forgotten how the rest of that doodle went now.
Tori bought a load of scraps from Fabworks in the scrap store in Leeds.
Oh, is that
why didn't you buy a load of stuff when we were in Leeds?
Because it's out of town. If it had been actually in the city, we would have gone there for sure. I think it's the place that... Tori, is that the place you showed on one of your vlogs? You showed some footage of it, didn't you? And it looks amazing, with Aladdin's cave, but you couldn't just walk there or whatever. So, and also we had to carry everything on the train, didn't we? So
True. I'm surprised you didn't just fly there on your broom or something. You'd be that desperate. You see, guys, it's funny because I'm implying that she's a witch. It's not
funny or big or clever.
I've got 30 votes that disagree with you there. Apparently, I am, of course, big, funny and clever. Yeah, see, now you see why I do these streams remotely. I'm much harder to stab when I'm in another building.
This is all very true, yeah.
And she's got a memory like a goldfish, so she'll have forgotten by Saturday.
Oh, I can't do this. I've messed it up now.
Have you, though?
Look what I've done.
Well, we can barely see it from this size, so it's fine. Looks perfect.
See, if I'm doing stuff like this, like for a video, I can I can zoom into it, or not, depending on how rubbish it is.
Yeah, you can choose.
Yeah, I think I've done that wrong too. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think I've got a feeling, talking about that virus maybe not being gone after all, I feel like I've got a sore throat again as well.
Could be from all the talking.
Could be from all the talking, yeah. It could be lack of gin, couldn't it?
Oh, yeah, that could be it, yeah. Her brain is full, so she has to forget something to remember something new.
Yeah. Oh,
What's
look,
it full
now
of
look what
would be
I've done.
my question.
I can't see what I'm doing. I cannot see what I'm doing at arm's length. It's crazy.
And that's true. I can't pat her head remotely, but I can remember to pat her head later.
What I should do is, rather than keep hyping up on the coffee, what I should do is, Tom brought me some green tea bags over. I should have some of those for streams.
Yes.
Because this is now cold black coffee. It's quite strong black coffee. That's how I like it.
Yeah, it looks like tar.
Jackie's also gin challenged.
Disaster.
Yeah.
No buying for the first 6 months in 2025, Dawn.
Ooh. Dawn's pretty good
and
at
now
that.
you want to buy some Inktense pencils immediately. Good.
You're pretty good at with your challenges though, Dawn, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, Tori, I see you've got another sew along. Has everybody seen yet Tori's sew along prompts for this year? They look like really fun prompts. So last year it was postcards for every month. Well, I started doing felted ones for it, and I think I did the first 3 or 4 prompts and then just got bogged down with other stuff and didn't keep up.
You do tend to have too much on all the time, don't you?
Yeah. But yeah, I love the look of the prompts, Tori. Just in case there's anyone here who doesn't know who I'm talking about, Tori is Cool Kooky Creatures.
Yes.
There may be some people who've been living under a stone who don't know who Tori is.
It's possible, yeah. Ooh, Sue's just put Chinese brush art calendar up. It's the year of the snake.
I'll tell you what, that ink advent calendar that you had, so wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful, some of those inks. I have already got.
Sadly, Lucy, Dawn is not in the UK.
Dawn is in Belize.
Yeah. A place I can never visit because it's just too hot.
Yeah.
It's a shame because it looks like a lovely place.
Yeah. It does. A lot of interesting architecture and history. And she showed
not freezing, Dawn.
You do not know the meaning of the word freezing. Have you been back to that art gallery you were showing, Dawn? That looked amazing. We had an art gallery near here.
That's another reason Tori's doing the temperature snake, because year of the snake.
Ah, I must look at this temperature snake. Like, I really don't need any more projects to be working on, but if I could just squeeze one more thing here.
You know, if you do a little sort of hand-sized thing.
Temperature worm.
Yeah. Because that way you'd only have to be doing, like, I don't know, 15 stitches a day at most.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
And then what would I do with it? PP was saying last night, wasn't he? He learned to crochet at school.
Yeah.
Must have had to do it for DT or something. And, or whatever it's called in Germany. He learned to crochet, he learned to do the chain, but they never showed him anymore. So he's got like this 50-yard ball of crochet chain. So I said to him, send it over here and I'll do the next row for you and send it back. You'll end up with a Tom Baker length scarf.
Yeah. And yeah, sadly, no visiting Australia either.
No. I'd love to go to some of these. If I could click my fingers and just be there, but I think the travelling these days I find very daunting.
Yeah, being stuck in that small space with a whole load of people for that long.
Yeah, it's quite. No.
It's a lot.
Yeah, whichever way you travel. Oh, what we haven't done is check in with the live stream follow along room. Has anybody put anything in there?
Oh, true. I'll have a quick check.
So for anyone that doesn't know, I expect Tom will put a link to Discord in a minute, but if you're not in our Discord, you can join. The Discord is all free to join. And there's a live stream follow along room in there. The difference with, well, one of the big differences with Discord and Facebook is that you can have different rooms for different things. So there's a room just for sharing the things that you're making during these streams.
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff for you to look at in there.
Oh, is there? Let's have a look then.
Yeah.
So have a quick peek at my... See, it's going to, once I've done all of it, it'll be all right. I need some shading on these pieces. My throat is getting really sore. So that link that Tom's just put there is to join Discord, or go to the live stream follow along room if you're already in Discord. Okay, I can do this. No, I can't.
She can do this, guys.
Where's it gone?
You've got to double click on the Discord thing at the top again, and
Oh, yeah, I have to do that every time, don't I? And I forget.
yeah,
And
you shouldn't have to, but yeah.
is it this one?
And the one at the bottom.
You see, this is good
And
job
it is.
Tom's here, isn't it? Okay, now I need to go in and oh, look, let's go back up to here to where we left off.
Gone a bit too far.
Gone a bit too far. Oh, look at that. Spirograph in white on black.
Very striking.
Yeah, love the look of that. That would look amazing in Stitch, wouldn't it? And I think she was talking about stitching into it earlier.
Spirograph.
It's so satisfying,
That
isn't
always
it?
be cool.
That's very artsy, Jackie. I'm very impressed with that. Nice. Aralise, is that crochet or knitting? Crochet. No, knitting. It's a knitting needle. Yes, knitting. Looks a bit like
doing crochet with that would be
crochet
difficult.
rib. Yeah. Oh, love that. Looks so soft, that yarn. Love the colours. That's a random thin bit. How strange. Might need to cut that bit out and rejoin or something.
Yeah, I suppose that would be the best option.
Oh, that's nice. That's a self-patterning yarn from Aldi. Love
Very
those
nice.
colours too. I love these. These self-patterning yarns are a revelation to me.
Yeah, surprised you hadn't seen them before.
Jackie, you crochet as well, don't you? Do these self-patterning yarns work with crochet as well, or does it have to be
They'd work
knitting?
with anything, yeah.
Yeah, they would, wouldn't they? Maybe they wouldn't have such a good effect in crochet, though. That's what I'm wondering. I mean, I've seen lots of variegated yarns before. I've just never tried one that calls itself self-patterning before. That's just new to me. Well, that's the machine that Jackie uses. I was right. It does have a handle to turn to work it.
Yeah.
And that's what it looks like when you
I could
part those
3D
through
print
one.
one of those in theory.
Oh, please. That's a good idea, Tom. Try it, do it.
Yeah.
There's a temperature snake. Oh, I love that.
Apparently comes in different sizes, which is nice.
That's a great idea, isn't it? So, do they... Oh, yeah, they do. You can see they've listed colours there.
It feels like you don't really need a pattern for that. It's nice to support the people who had the idea, I guess, but
Yeah. But
it
it's
is
the whole
mostly a tube.
workbook, isn't it? It's probably giving you a grid that you can look up. If the temperature is this, use this colour.
Yeah.
Saves you having to think it through. Yeah. Oh, look at Baxter.
Oh. Watching a
never get
tiny thing,
tired of
assuming it's a
seeing-
mouse.
I know, shut up. I never get tired of seeing cats watching me on videos. Or dogs. Actually, we've had some dogs watching me on videos too, haven't we? I love that. Oh, look at these. I'm sure Tori won't mind. So Sue is saying, hope cool kooky creatures doesn't mind, but I'm playing with it. Oh, I love that. I'm sure Tori won't mind at all. I'm sure Tori's just the same as me. When someone takes an idea and plays with it and does her own thing with
That's
it,
the
it's
biggest
just
compliment, isn't it?
yeah, definitely. Those are so cute, and I love the shape, and I love all the different. I love the little patches of different fabrics that look so cute.
Nikki, you should
Lovely.
definitely make your kids a temperature snake then.
Yeah. I'm missing chat now
It'd be
because I'm
interesting
looking at
to do
this.
a
I'm missing
temperature
chat.
draft excluder.
Actually, yeah. You'd have to work out, because a draft excluder, you would want it to not be longer than a certain length, so you would have to work out how many days in the year and how much length, or how long you're going to do it for. Worked in the skinny thread. Knit 2, purl 2. It looks a bit like the same effect as when you do a just crochet into the back stitch and you get that kind of faux rib in crochet. It's the same kind of effect, isn't it? There's the link for the... Oh, I wonder if Carrie's seen that. There's a link for
so.
Yeah, Carrie's in Discord, so I'm sure she can find that. Sounds like a good way to do it, doesn't it? Hey! Well done! Oh, look, they're cute. I love those little beady stars. Oh, look at all this going on. Oh, look at this.
Ooh.
Oh, he's lovely. Is that Kate? Was that Kate? Yeah. Oh, I love him. Is that done in some kind of velvet, Kate? With stitching over it? Yeah, it does look very tactile, doesn't it? More knitting. So that's the D&D knitting. Oh, it's like it's on a circular needle. D&D knitting. Oh, look at that. That is quite an outfit, that is. Look at that. Who is the face peeking through and recognise it? And I can't think who it is. Love that photo. Oh. I do like seeing what everyone's up to. Hang on, I'll come back here now. Oh. Like your pom-poms. More exciting looking at that than looking at this. Got to think about going now.
Yeah, it's getting that time, isn't it?
Oh.
Drunk and disorderly knitting. Yeah.
I'll do that all the time. Drunk and disorderly crafting.
It's the only kind you can do.
I like the idea of throwing dice to decide what I'm going to do or what colour I'm going to use or whatever. Or whether I'm just going to give up and do something else. Well, I'm going to carry on working on this. I think, strangely enough, because I'm much slower at doing this, this would actually be quicker for me to stitch than it is to doodle, which seems surprising, doesn't it? But if I'd have transferred this onto a piece of fabric, coloured it with ink tints, and then done a different stitch in between, in each of the things, and like maybe a WIP chain stitch in between to show the blocks or something, I don't think that would take me any longer than doing this, which is quite surprising.
Yeah.
You could also patch it in different colour. You could actually cut out the pieces in fabric and actually piece them together. That'd be fun.
Thank you for joining us, Dawn, and you have a safe and happy 2025
Happy New Year! Good luck with the no buy for 6 months. Hey, Kathy! I haven't said hello to Kathy yet. Oh no, I missed her there. Thanks for joining us. I haven't said hello to everybody, actually. I never actually said hello to Kate either, so lots of others. Thanks ever so much for joining us.
People joining, isn't it?
Huge, big thank you to people who joined the channel. I cannot believe that. I'm so excited. Yeah. Watch out for community posts and things. Well, I'm going to be doing more of them anyway, but I'm going to be doing special ones just for members as well. So, if there's anything going on, I'll put it in there. I'm going to be so organised you won't know who I am. Okay, we need to go. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Thanks again and Happy New Year. Mwah. Here's to a brilliant 2025.
Yes.
Right, now, here's to me remembering how to stop a stream without... Don't tell me. I can do it.